Alright, so I did not realize that I had been recording videos without sound until recently, so go ahead and hit pause. We are going to start with this warm-up, and then I would like you to go through that, hit pause and do the warm-up. Okay, so the first one, you should have gotten log base 4 of 16 equals 2, because 4 squared is 16. We are going to get 27 for B. For C, we get 1 over 36. D is going to be 4, because 4 to the negative second is 1 over 16. And with with E, let's go ahead and write this one out. So let me grab my pen. So with E, we're going to end up with 2x minus 7 equals 27, and that's all going to be raised to the power of 3. Take the cube root of both sides, and we get 2x minus 7 is equal to 3. Then we get plus 7, and we have 2x is equal to 10. Divide both sides by 2, divide by 2, and we get x is equal to 5. And that's your final answer. That's it. So as long as you rewrote it, you should be fine. Okay, we are going to be going through pretty quickly the first 3 properties of logarithms that we're going to cover. We're going to use the power rule. What I would like you to write is write this and this, because it tells you what you're doing. Go ahead and hit pause and do that. All right, now we're going to go through it. So go ahead and hit pause and write down this first example. Notice that the blue numbers and the operation of multiplication is in red. So we're going to end up with log base 4 of 3 plus log base 4 of 7. Okay, we're going to work our way backwards. So the first one we were expanding, this one we're going to condense. So we're going to rewrite it into multiplication. So it'll be log base 8 of 10 times 3, which is just going to be log base 8 of 30. So this one, we want to be careful. We're going to rewrite it with addition. So we have log base 8 of 8 plus log base 8 of 10. But we also want to know what power, if I rewrote this, what power does 8 need to be taken to get to 8? Well, 1. So this is just 1. So kind of like those big ones. So it turns into a 1. That's something you want to note. Then we have log base 5 of m squared, which can be rewritten as log base 5 of m times m, which can be rewritten as log base 5 of m plus log base 5 of m, which is just 2 of those, because we would never write x plus x, we would write 2x, right? Here, I would like you to star this one, and then I want you to put like a think bubble. Think bubble. Okay, that's a think bubble. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about this one again. All right, so now we're going to do quotient rule. Again, just write what's in bold and below. So we're going to do log base b of x divided by y, which is going to be log base b of x minus log base b of y, meaning the numerator divided by the denominator. We want to be very careful that we do that. All right, go ahead and hit pause and get this one in your notes. Again, we have the blue and the red to highlight what's happening. So then we end up with log base 7 of 9 minus log base 7 of 4. We can work our way backwards. We can go the other way. So we're going to get log base 3 of p divided by q. Okay, so I would like you to star this one. So let's star it. This one's important because we're going to get log base 4 of 3 minus log base 4 of 16. Now, log base 4 of 16 is special. We could rewrite it. We could rewrite it as a power, the 16 as a base of 4, so log base 4 of 4 squared. This is a practice that will serve us well later on, especially when we're solving. But if we do it that way, that can be rewritten as log base 4 of 4 times 4, which is log base 4 plus log base 4, log base 4 of 4 plus log base 4 of 4, which is just 1 plus 1, which is equal to. Whew. Or we could just know that log base 4 of 16, 4 to the second power equals 16. That was the first warm-up problem we did, and that should be something that you're recognizing. So if you can rewrite something simpler, just like if I can rewrite 4 over 2 simpler as just 2, I should. Logarithms behave the exact same way. So then we end up with log base 4 of 3 minus 2. And then that's our final one. All right, go ahead and we're going to do the power rule. Again, you just need to write the bold on down. So make sure that you note that when we use the power rule, we're multiplying. We're moving that exponent out front, and then we are multiplying. So we're taking the power rule and multiplying by the whole logarithm. So for this one, we would rewrite that one. That 2 is going to be 2 times log base 3 of 5, and then we're done. When we have just all letters, we have log base a of x to the 4th. We're going to end up with 4 times log base a of x. Okay, here's what I want you to write here. I would like you to also star this one. Star it. And then you always, so you have to rewrite all radicals as an exponent. Then apply the power rule. Okay, so when we do that, we're going to rewrite this. It's going to be log base b of x to the 1/2. Now we can apply the power rule, and we get 1/2 times log base b of 8. So again, we have to rewrite log base 2 of the 7th root of x to the 4th power as log base 2 of x to the 4 divided by 7. So we spent all that time in the last unit learning how to rewrite these. This is where it's going to come into handy. So then we end up with 4 divided by 7 times log base 2 of x. All right, I want to go back. So let's go back to the beginning where we we made that think bubble. Now that we know the power rule, we could have just applied the power rule here, which would tell me that I'm going to take this 2. So this shows, so what I want you to put in your think bubble, this shows why the power rule works. Okay, so we would have ended up with 2 times log base 5 of m, which is exactly what we got when we applied the product rule. So if worst case comes scenario and you can't remember the power rule, which I'm not sure why you wouldn't, you're going to get so much practice, but you can always work it in a longer way. I think that was the last example I had for this particular, let's see, yes. Then I went into today's warm-up. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all in class. Have a great day.